Hello, I'm the Infinity Theorist, Quake spin-off enthusiast, and I've always been a bit of a collector. When I was a toddler, I collected toy cars from the Pixar movie Cars. When I was in elementary or middle school, I started collecting decks of playing cards. Recently, I started collecting dice, Funko Pops, and comics. So I thought today I'd do something kind of simple and talk to you about my collections. So you have a few pictures of some of them, and I'll tell you how and why I started collecting them. So let's get started. So why don't we start with the collection of toy cars from Pixar's Cars franchise? I actually still collect them, though not as much. My most recent two were both gifts, one for my birthday in 2021 and one for Christmas of 2022. Here's a picture of both of them together. These are the only ones that I have not taken out of the box, seeing as when I was a kid, I actually did play with the cars I collected. At the moment, I do not have a picture of the cars I collected as a child, but I do still have them, and they are in a drawer in somewhere in storage. Eventually, in future collection videos, maybe if I do one specifically from my Diecast Cars, I'll show the full collection and probably talk about every single car in it, which would probably take a long time because I have so many. I also collect decks of playing cards. Here's a picture of a few of my decks. I started collecting them when I was about in 3rd grade or so, normally from trips that I went on, and I have just continued to buy new decks to this day. I recently received both a D&D themed deck and a PS1 themed deck for Christmas, and here are pictures of those. I also recently bought myself a large deck of cards called A Big Deal, which is perfect for me because I am a dad joke / bad pun enthusiast. On the screen now is a picture of that deck in comparison with a normal sized deck of waterproof cards. I may also make videos in the future about this collection as well. Those were the collections I've been building for most of my life. Let's move on to the more modern collections. Here in this image is my entire Funko Pop collection. I know it's only 4 pops and a keychain, but I just started this collection in November. Wong was my first figure, actually. I got that one from Barnes & Noble on Black Friday because I wanted to start my collection. It didn't have a deal or anything, I just wanted to start my collection. After Wong, later that same day, I got the America Chavez keychain. That keychain is now missing a foot. It came off after wear and tear of being on the keychain attached to my bag. After both of those, I got a Mech Strike Black Panther for Christmas and that Sylvie figure that looks like the carpet at a roller rink for a late Christmas gift. I actually like both of these figures a lot. I think the Sylvie one is really cool because it has a bunch of fun colors. Finally, my most recent figure, not a bobblehead at all, but a Slurpee. I went out of town to visit family recently, stopped at a 7-Eleven for a bit, and found this. It was fun, so I just had to get it. Alright, and another one of my more recent collections, Marvel Comics. I originally started reading them to get more background on the MCU on Marvel Unlimited, but recently I started collecting just to read them for the sake of collecting. Here's my full collection. I have the mini books box set and Infinity Gauntlet paperback that you can find at pretty much any bookstore, but I also have this issue of Doctor Strange and, get this, an issue of the Quake Solo series. Now, I haven't read any of the other issues of the Quake series, I haven't read this one yet, but I am so excited to have it. My grandma actually got both individual issues for me. And the final collection of the video, my dice. I started collecting dice recently because I recently got into D&D. I am the DM of my current homebrew campaign and wanted to get dice that reflected the lore of my world. Some of these, however, were not that at all, and just me either finding something cool, such as in the case of the glow-in-the-dark ones, or just getting Christmas gift. I particularly like those glow-in-the-dark ones just because they are fun and activate my inner child. I'm also trying to see if I can get more specialized dice, maybe comically large or small or more than 20-sided, to add to my collection. And those are some things that I collect. Now, I know this video was short, but I just wanted to share with you some things that interest me. I am hoping to make more in-depth collectors content in the future, so be on the lookout for that. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Goodbye.